So we're almost dead. Oh my god.
Hey guys, and welcome to the recap of Teen Wolf Season 3, Episode 2. I am Shalan, and as usual, I'm gonna give you a warning. This review is for people who have seen the episode already. If you have not, close, go and watch, come back again, because there are definitely going to be spoilers. I'm gonna talk freely around here. I switched up the venue for my taping a little bit. It's hot as Satan's ass crack right now in my apartment, and so anywhere I can catch a little bit of breeze, I'm all about it. Anyways, I just want to say that the Kalia might be the hypest alpha that I've ever seen. Someone commented in my last recap that he is not blind, that it has something to do with him being an alpha and his eyes, and so he has to wear the darkers. And okay, I stand corrected, but I'm very happy that I wasn't wrong about the guidance counselor. It was the guidance counselor on the bike. She's just a badass bitch, and she didn't die, and so I'm happy about that. So we know that the guidance counselor left an imprint. This is how the episode starts off. She left an imprint on Allison and Lydia's arm last week, and they had to figure out exactly what it was. And Derek is just not here for Allison. He's not here for this werewolf Van Helsing bitch. He's just not here for her. And so she has to basically prove that these symbols mean something. And she goes on and on and on. But the episode kind of started off with Styles going to a party and saying, look, Scott, you and I, we're having a guys' night out. It's all about bitches and hoes. We don't have any time thinking about Allison or Lydia. We're just going to have our fun. And they do, and they start off, and there's this young Uchi Mama, a joke, young girl. She's decided that she's 17, it's time for her to lose her virginity. She wants to know what she's doing when she meets the man she loves. And Style walks in, and I was so happy for him. I was like, yes, Style, you're gonna broke your ducks, you're gonna finally pop that cherry. And that girl kissed him, and I was like, yes, Styles is about to get some pum pum. And then he didn't have the condom. Now, fortune favors the bold, but also preparation is key. And the minute he said he didn't have a condom, he has to go upstairs to look in her brother's apartment. I knew things were not gonna go the way he wanted it to. And then she dies. No, and everybody's like, oh, she's an innocent bystander, but sweetheart, never underestimate the power in running. Run! Fucking basement is shaking and it's not an earthquake. Get your blonde ass upstairs. And so I know for a fact that I'm not saying the werewolves couldn't have caught me, but I know you'd have had to try. I wasn't backing up against the wall. I will take a one buckle lick over dead. I will take a one wine buckle in the side of my head trying to run away than just backing up against the wall. And so they stole her, and then I think she died. She definitely died. And the universe agrees with me. I swear to God. If I was a planeteer, I would be wind. Irony. I would be wind, because every time I tape. Anyways, here's my issue with the writers. Here's the issue with the writing. If Scott is right outside and the basement is right there and they're in the wine cellar, why didn't he hear her screaming? Why didn't he hear the commotion? And that's where I think like the writers might have fallen off right there. And also the continuity, because when Styles came back downstairs to look for her and found her shoe, like very Cinderella-esque, there was no bottles or anything on the floor. Like, at least not where her slippers was. There was not even like a wine speck. So like, I'd have preferred to see some type of continuity there. And then we have definitely poor Isaac now. I'm a mere mortal, sometimes I feel like I'm a goddess, but fact is I'm a mere mortal, and I would not like to take an ice bath. Like, I've seen Usain Bolt have to go into the tub, like he's picked it, and it looks very painful. So one could only, werewolf runs really, really hot. So for him to be in the ice bath was like, I feel your pain, son, even though it's very, very hot right now. So an ice bath would actually be pretty welcome-ish. Maybe a little less ice than what they put Isaac in. Now, what was very sad for me was that they had to put him in a trance-like state, and that was like the creepiest part of the whole show, because they're spying on the killer. You kind of get a feeling like the killer knew he was there, and it was like a trap, and they eventually figure out where they're holding everyone, and then the plot thickens because, oh my god, blossoms are all in my shit. Anyways, and then the plot thickens because when they break into the vault, it's just in time for Styles to figure out that this is not going to work. There's some minerals that are actually going to make them trapped, and so they have to like basically warn them. And so they call Scott, and Scott is just like, well, we're already in here, Derek, we need to go. But then Derek sees his little sister, who he thought was dead all this time. Now that's crazy. And so they're there fighting, having a little full moon, I don't know, war, full moon, war by the moonlight, I don't know. And then the guidance counselor steals them in because the killer has basically held her captive. But before this, she had held Allison in the bathroom and said, listen, bitch, when you hear all the fighting outside, come on out and help. So Allison's idea of helping is to break the seal, which now unleashes two very bloodthirsty werewolves, and Derek is upset with her to the point where he's just like, listen, you are just gonna have to tell Allison what her mother was doing, Scott. What was her mother doing the day she died? And it stops right there. That scene stops right there. And then we just cut straight to Lydia screaming off her head. And I'm very happy we're focusing on Lydia, because I need to know what that bitch is. Like, I don't care. Nobody else seems to be as curious as me, but I want to know, what is her power? Anyways, so that's my recap. 14 Wolf, Season 3, Episode 2. And I will see you guys next week. Mwah.